Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Sorry we haven't made a video in a very long time. It's been a horrible year. Manufactured August of 2006. This happens to be a Memorex model MVD2040, suffix A. Made in China. From 2006, so they produced this style model for a little bit, for a very long time, I should say. I'm gonna say probably for about 7 years, from 2006 up until 2013. There was many different variants, many different colors that were produced. This was like Funai. They actually should have wrote Funai / Memorex, because I think that's who produces this. As you look at the back of it, as we previously looked at the back of it, there was no FCC ID number, so there's no way to track this to a manufacturer unless you copy this number here or this number here online and see. But other than that, there's no way. They didn't have those two numbers there. And anyway, so this model here, this one here happens to have something wrong with the power supply, because I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you at a later date, but I'll show you. So all the features that this thing has. It has DVD video, compact disc, so it can play all types of discs. Then it has the Dolby Digital and MP3 decoder, which of course makes absolutely no sense. But if you think about it, it makes total sense, because I think that means that it can read HD CDs. So if you remember back in the 90s and early 2000s how they would have HD CD written on the back of them, which most people don't know this is, it's actually a Microsoft owned software. So I think that's what MP3 decoder means. I'm not sure. I did look up, however, a lot of stuff. I do know that this model is still available on Amazon for $50. And I've got no idea if that's a recent manufacture or if that's from 2006 to 2007 model year manufacture. Because if that is from 2006 or 2007, that's a really old DVD player. I mean, that's got to be ancient. If you think about it, next year, well, according to this recording, the time of this recording is obviously 123, December 31st, 2023, we're recording this. So, at the time of this recording, next year, and the time I looked it up online, which is current, which is a few hours ago, you would have been able to buy one of these off of Amazon for $50. And if you look at this, it actually has quite a bit of weight to it. I think it probably weighs like 10 pounds maybe. 10 pounds maybe. 10 pounds. Somewhere between there. And if you look at the top here, you can see it's got some blemishes here in the plastic. I bought this. I bought this one here at a garage sale, for Pete's sake. So no wonder why it failed. And I thought this was funny. Here's another one of those stupid switches. Except for this time around, instead of operating between the outputs, it just does the progressive scan. So I'm assuming you want that off for certain TVs and things like that of that matter. So I'm going to show you this. So we got it plugged up. As you can see, the red icon is on. I didn't look at this carefully. If you look at this, there's no power button. If you've never seen one of these before, you notice that there's no power button. There's a power logo there. So you click this. Hello. Power, I guess that means power is on. Load. You can hear it loading. And then if you give it a little bit, it's going to say no disk. Or in this case, it turned itself off. See, it has a power problem. It was working perfectly fine, and then the next day, and then earlier in the day, I used it like 4 times. I've only used this DVD player 6 or 7 times since I bought it. I paid $1 for it from a garage sale. And no remote control. However, I did manage to find this old thing from like 2001. I went to a thrift store, bought a universal remote control because I couldn't afford the ones for like $10 or $15. Couldn't afford that. So let's see here now if I still have the code in here. I can't remember. No. I think we finally broke it. Oh, there it goes. Oh my gosh. No, I guess the code's not in the remote control anymore. I guess it's not in there anymore. So, we'll open it up. You click the open button. Watch this. Power back on. Open. There it is. Like I said before, you can get these. You can get this exact same model off of Amazon for $50. And you're about to see the picture of it right now. So I'll put the disc in. You gotta give it a little bit for it to turn back on. You gotta give it a little bit. It's. Keep in mind, this DVD player is only 17 years old and it's having these types of issues. These types of issues usually don't happen to Panasonics. They usually don't. So this is absolutely very rare to see a DVD player act like this one. It's extremely rare. And by the way, remember the last video I think we made last year or earlier this year in April where I had a Sony DVD player that acted up? Well, this is its replacement. This is its replacement right here, and now it's failing. Another DVD player has failed. There, off. See it finally, so there's something wrong with this. There's obviously something wrong with this. You click play. Power back on. Let's see. Load. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a good luck charm. Oh, wow, it's actually playing it. Yeah, it hasn't done this in a long time, so I'm kind of shocked. So you can hear it vibrating inside. You can hear it going. Oh, look, see, look, it quit. It quit. No wonder why it stopped. It quit. So that happens to be this one. I might have to take it apart, the DVD player, to get it out. I might have to. And this is the reason why you don't buy this brand. Memorex. You don't buy this brand, it's junk. It's another pile of junk. I only bought this one because I like the styling of it. I like the very unique design of the box and the player itself and the way how it looks. Very unique. Let's see here now if it turns itself back on. There it goes. You gotta wait a little bit for the thing to start back up. Keep in mind, this DVD player was made in 2006. It's extremely old for its time period. And keep in mind, you don't see that many DVD players from, 2000, to 2005 anymore. You don't see many of those anymore. Especially ones from this time period. You don't see that many of them very often. Yes, you have to hold down the power button to turn it off. I found that out because I looked online and I found the instruction booklet for this one. I looked online. I think I got it off of some website. And most people are thinking, we'll just take it apart and look inside. I've already done that. I've already messed around with this switch on the back here. I could not get it to run. I think it's the capacitors inside. And I think it's also got to do with the manufacturing. I also think it's pretty poor. If you look here, I would have to take apart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to get this thing apart. 6 screws. Your average Sony Sony DVD player, like the one I had before, there was only 4 screws. And if you look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. That's what, a total of 13 screws to take this whole thing apart, plus the ones inside. That's a lot of screws from something from 2006. It's an awful lot. It does put something. It does the thing on the back does put it up to the TV. I've had that connected before. I've always used the S video on here. It looks really good. It looks really good on S video. So yeah, me hitting it around on the walls it's not really causing any damage because when I took this apart, I noticed this. There's a huge area right here, and right here where there's nothing. It's it's designed to be banged around, in other words. Like it's designed for that. And the drawer, this thing is so cheap. There is no flap. It's all gear driven inside. It's all gear driven. So that was a review of the Memorex model MVD2040 suffix A. So if you look online, you notice that the new one has a different model after this. I think it's like XL or something. Or like it says it's like L or something. I think it's like VL or something. And this is different models. Like you could get different models of this. I think there's like an L, there's like an, it's the same thing with Shichiba. Like for example, like they produce like, it's mostly like UK, K, or it's like some of the newer models, they'll have like SU or something. Like there's always different variants of the same product. Basically what it is a different variant, different model year and stuff like that. So, and if you notice this, well, this is just a standalone Regent 1 DVD player. Like, there's nothing special. There's nothing special. So, it's not worth repairing. There's no point in getting this thing repaired. It's basically it's basically a throwaway society. If you think about it. You buy this item, you use it, it breaks. It's not worth repairing. Because the capacitors probably the cost of me getting the tools and stuff to repair this would be more than what it would cost for somebody to buy a new one for $50 off of Amazon. If you could get a soldering iron, the capacitors, first of all, you got to find out what's wrong with it. That'd be close to like $30. You might as well go online and buy a cheap model for $20. Like DVD players at Walmart used to cost $20. These things used to cost like $20. So, and this model right here, it may be big. It may be big for, 2006. But if you think about this, it has an MP3 decoder. That's the only thing that I would see that would be worth any money. If it really does do something with HD CDs. So, now, we're going to show you a CD. The CD right here is not HD CD. And as you must notice is that this DVD player is not hooked up to anything. So we won't be hearing any audio. We're good to go. We're going to try this one next and see what it does. Most people would be saying, oh, it might just play CDs now. I'll show you. I usually use my DVD player to play back CDs anyways. We'll see. You hear it trying to go. There it goes. You notice this, there's no fast forward, there's no rewind, there's no skip, there's nothing like that. Nothing. This is like the base unit. This is like the beginning. This is like the beginner. No wonder why this model quits. It's definitely for sure vibrating a lot. It's not getting warm at all. In case you're wondering, this is plastic. It's plastic. It's not even a metal box. See, look, there it goes. It's a metal box. Nothing. All it is a metal box. On the newer ones, there's actually no, the older DVD players, like the VCRs, like the older ones, were metal boxes. All it is on this one is a plastic box. And I did notice this. Some of these DVD players these days, like some of the newer ones you can go up buy, like at Walmart. There it goes. They actually have like warranties and stuff like that. Like usually it's like a 90-day warranty on a DVD player. If anybody's bought a new Sony DVD player from Walmart, list down in the comments how long it lasted, because I might choose to go there and buy one of those. Here we go again. Back in the day, I've seen people stack their DVDs on top of their DVD player, so maybe they did that to this one, and that explains why it's not working. There it goes at the 22-second mark, and I did not touch the top of it this time. Last time it made it to 48 seconds. So I'm shocked to see this one did not make it. There. See, look at that. It's like it's a piece of junk. Oh, and by the way, make sure you go online to Columbia.com. ColumbiaRecords.com, and make sure you get your merchandise today. And by the way, Columbia Records has been around since 1889 of January. So next year they're going to have their anniversary. Make sure you go online and give them a nice birthday present. So that's pretty much my review on this product. Yep. I would recommend not buying this product off of Amazon for like $50. Do not buy. I would say do not buy this. Do not buy this model. Do not buy anything with this brand name on it. Do not buy anything with this brand name on it. It will not get you far. As the Oompa Loompas and and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the movie with Gene Wilder, they would say, this model right here will not get you far. I remember every movie they would always say, get you far. They would always sing a song about that. Do not buy this model off of Amazon for $50. It may seem like it's a good deal, but it's not. And always thanks for watching. We really appreciate the comments. Make sure you subscribe as well, because that really helps out a lot. We're hoping to reach 1,000 of them by the end of this year, end of 2023. Which, of course, tomorrow will be 2024. And goodbye now. SuperSaturn Productions.